there, I'm Haley Nelson with Jason Learning, and I am here with two Canopy experts, Canopy scientists. We have Wendy Baxter and Anthony Ambrose, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what they do. So, what are you doing here? What are we doing here in the Malaysian rainforest?
Well, we're climbing tall trees, and we're hoping to collect foliage samples towards the base of the tree and at the top to see if there's any difference in the shape and the size of the leaves.
Okay, so why is it important to, say, collect samples from trees farther up rather than just right here?
Well, a lot of museums around the world, herbaria collections, have samples that they use to identify species over time and in different locations. But what's really interesting is most of those samples are from lower down in the canopy. But what we found in our research is that as you go towards the treetop, oftentimes in many species, the shape and size of the leaves change because the environmental conditions change as you go up towards the top of the tree. And so there could be two different leaves that you see, and you would think that they would be different species, but they're really from the same species, same tree even, from different parts of the canopy. So one of the things that we're trying to do here is trying to characterize that gradient in leaf morphology, the shape and size of the leaves, to be able to contribute to the museum collections back at UC Berkeley and at the California Academy of Sciences and at the local university here in Malaysia to be able to contribute to that understanding.
Why did you choose this tree in particular?
Well, we chose this tree because it was easy to access. It's a nice big broad tree with lots of big limbs, so it would be safe to climb. And it also can provide access for other scientists who have other things that they would like to learn as well. So
that's so great.
Yeah.
So if you're doing something like this where there are a lot of scientists, everybody can use the same tree to study whatever they're studying.
Yes.
Yeah, so some of the leaf samples...
Exactly.
Some of the leaf samples that we're going to be collecting from this tree and other trees in this 2-week period are going to be used for other people to look at the algae and the microbiology of the leaves and other things growing up there.
Looking for tardigrades.
Yeah. So, awesome. And then some other people are going to be putting up some insect traps and using the access that we're providing for this tree to study everything going on up in the canopy. Putting up a camera, a wildlife camera, to track any monkeys or any other squirrels or things that are flying around up there. So
you're canopy scientists. So are you botanists and your main study is leaf morphology on the levels?
More ecologists.
Yeah, ecologists with a focus on the trees themselves and the biology and ecology of the trees, how they grow, how they respond to the environment. And the structure and how big they grow and how that supports all the life that we find up in the canopy.
Yeah.
But for this study, I think it's really important that the data and the specimens that we collect are going to provide a really important baseline foundation for understanding how this forest might change in the future. So we don't know, this has never been done before in this particular forest.
So this is a first.
So this is a first, yeah. This is the first time this tree's ever been climbed and the first time anybody's collected samples from these trees here. So this is going to provide the baseline for us to understand and monitor change over time. So this is as the climate continues to change, we will be able to come back to this tree and other trees that we're studying here and be able to say, oh, well, this tree is doing better, this tree is doing worse, and how is that affecting the rest of the ecosystem?
I love it. This is science.
This is science.
This is science. Yes. Now we have an intro to climbing trees and in canopy science. So let's watch you guys climb the tree, and we'll be really interested to see what you find throughout the week. Yeah. And if you have questions, you can send them to Facebook and Twitter and wherever you're watching this video, and we'll update you and ask these questions to all the scientists. All right, see you then.
Bye, guys.
There's actually quite a number of vascular plants up here, epiphytes. Yeah, so some cool ones. I couldn't see them from the ground as well, but there's all these little plants up here. I don't know what species, but there's a bunch of little plants growing up on top of here. It's really cool.